In this bulletin, non-government agencies prepare for cuts in foreign aid. The World Bank connects with religious leaders. And 6,000 people receive free healthcare.
This is In Focus Christian News and Current Affairs.
Australian aid agencies are already cutting their international development programs ahead of the release of a tough federal budget next month. The ABC reports that although it's anticipated that $1 billion will be cut from the budget, it's not known which programs will suffer as a result. Aid agencies are concerned that poorer countries will continue to bear the brunt of Australian belt tightening.
If the cuts that we fear may come actually do happen, that would be about $830,000 or about 20% of our program internationally. And that would mean that about 41,000 people miss out on the benefits of those projects.
An influential group of 36 global religious leaders has met with the president of the World Bank to express a common commitment to ending extreme poverty by the year 2030. The senior representatives included Buddhist, Muslim and Jewish leaders, as well as the head of the Salvation Army, the president of World Vision and the General Secretary of the World Council of Churches. According to the Washington Post, some of those present expressed surprise that the World Bank has recognized the value of faith leaders and religious perspectives in dealing with global problems. During the gathering, World Bank President Jim Yong Kim spoke about the influence of his mother, who was a Christian theologian. In a tragic incident in the Mediterranean Sea, 12 Christians were forced overboard and drowned after an argument over religion. AFP reports the Italian police have arrested 15 people over the deaths and charged them with multiple aggravated murder motivated by religious hate. Witnesses say the boatload of about 100 West African asylum seekers was en route from Tunisia to Italy when a conflict developed between some of the Muslim and Christian passengers. Tens of thousands of migrants cross the Mediterranean into Europe every year. Last year, more than 3,000 drowned in capsizes and other incidents. The second fire in 4 months at Toowoomba's only mosque is believed to have been a deliberate attack. Christian leaders have responded with expressions of support for their Muslim neighbours. According to the ABC, the second fire significantly damaged parts of the building which was unable to be used for worship after police cordoned it off as a crime scene. However, the mosque's Community Food Day event went ahead, with some from Queensland's Bible Belt City attending in a show of support.
I was lucky enough to be able to connect with the Muslim imam. He was quite surprised, but quite pleased and appreciative of just to get an olive branch, I suppose, from the Christian community. I had a couple of our members express their interest in assisting them in getting back on their feet as a congregation.
South Australia's first Aboriginal Anglican bishop has been consecrated at a ceremony in North Adelaide's St. Peter's Cathedral. The Reverend Christopher McLeod has been serving as a minister in the Adelaide region and has been working alongside Indigenous people for more than 20 years. Bishop McLeod has accepted the challenge of being an assistant bishop in the Adelaide Diocese and will coordinate ministry efforts with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. He is Australia's third ever Aboriginal Anglican bishop and the only one currently serving. In a nation where healthcare is a source of much political wrangling, the provision of free medical care to more than 6,000 people in just 3 days is good news. More than 1,700 volunteer doctors, dentists and other medical professionals set up a massive clinic in a sports stadium in San Antonio, Texas, tagged Your Best Pathway to Health.
I feel great that there's an opportunity for folks to benefit from the free health care that's being provided today, but I am also worried about what their options are if this event weren't actually happening here today. Would they have access to preventative care? Would they have access to a clinic? So I think that's something we as a community need to think about.
The mega clinic was coordinated by Adventist Layman Services and Industries in partnership with the Central Texas Medical Center, one of more than 70 Adventist health facilities around the United States. According to Adventist Review, a similar event is being planned for Washington State later this year. The destruction of homes, schools and churches in Vanuatu by Tropical Cyclone Pam has motivated people around the world to offer generous support. But the people of Vanuatu themselves are also giving sacrificially. An Adventist youth group from a church in Port Vila decided to donate last year's profits of their music DVD to a church building project in Vanuatu's far north, where people have been gathering under a tree for worship. The $7,000 donation is in addition to the 25 bags of cement the youth group previously gave to the project. A special Anzac exhibition by Bible Society Australia features 10 Bibles and the stories of the 10 Australian soldiers who owned them. The centrepiece of the travelling exhibition is a French New Testament that still holds the bullet that would have killed Australian Lance Corporal Elvis Jenkins if he hadn't had the Bible in his pocket when he was shot during the Gallipoli campaign. 2015 marks the centenary of the ill-fated Gallipoli landing during World War I and the 112,000 men who died during the campaign. And that's this week's news. For more current affairs and lifestyle features, check out the full half hour of Record in Focus at record.net.au. I'll see you next time. God bless.